Have you ever wondered what really happens to your soul when you smoke marijuana? Not your body, not your brain, but your soul. In today's video, we dive into the spiritual dimension of cannabis, exploring what ancient traditions, modern spirituality, and personal testimonies say about its true impact. Because while marijuana is often seen as a tool for relaxation, the plant with two faces, cannabis has a long and complex history. In ancient India, it was associated with Shiva, the god of transformation and destruction. In some Native American cultures, it was seen as a sacred herb, used with deep reverence, but across many spiritual traditions, cannabis wasn't meant for recreation. It was a ritual, a doorway, a tool, not a toy, and every tool comes with a price. What happens to energy? From an energetic perspective, everything we consume changes our vibration. It shifts our aura. It colors the lens through which we perceive reality. Smoking marijuana may open certain doors temporarily, but what happens after those doors are opened? Some spiritual teachers say cannabis lowers your energetic frequency, not because it's evil, but because it can dull the connection between your higher self and your physical awareness. It makes you feel more detached, but detachment isn't always spiritual. Sometimes it's just numbness in disguise. The illusion of insight, calm. Many users report having deep insights while high. Ideas flow, thoughts expand, time feels elastic. But here's the catch. Most of these insights fade, like dreams, slipping through your fingers as soon as you're sober. Cannabis can create the illusion of progress while keeping you spiritually stagnant. You feel like you're moving, but you're really just spinning in place. And over time, that illusion can become a cage. Suppression versus expression. For some, smoking becomes a way to escape emotions, to bury anxiety, to silence pain. But spirituality isn't about escaping, it's about facing. Healing comes from presence, not sedation. When we numb ourselves, we also numb our inner guidance, our intuition, our soul's whisper. Marijuana may quiet the mind, but sometimes it also mutes the heart. Spiritual dependence. It's one thing to use cannabis intentionally, maybe once in a sacred space. It's another to rely on it, to need it to feel peace, or connection, or stillness. That's not freedom. That's spiritual dependence. And any substance that becomes a crutch eventually becomes a chain. The gateway myth. Some call marijuana a gateway drug, but spiritually, it may be a gateway distraction. It opens the door just wide enough to glimpse the divine, but not wide enough to enter. It tempts you with visions, but may rob you of the discipline required for true awakening. And while you're chasing highs, you might miss the deeper call, the silent invitation to go within, with nothing but your breath and your presence. This isn't about judgment, it's about awareness. Cannabis affects everyone differently. For some, it's a phase. For others, a mask. But your spiritual path deserves clarity, honesty, light. So ask yourself, not just how it makes you feel, but what it's doing to your spirit, your energy, your evolution. Because in the end, the highest high comes from within. If this message resonated with you, share it with someone on a similar path. And remember, true growth begins with awareness. Thanks for watching. Stay conscious, stay grounded, and keep walking your path with eyes wide open.